Today at the Carefree Kitchen, I'm going to be showing you how to make this really easy and creamy cauliflower soup. This cauliflower soup is a total comfort food and your family's going to love it. We like to serve ours with a little bit of extra cheese on top and a few bacon bits. Okay, so to get started on this cauliflower soup, let me show you the ingredients. There's only a few things you'll need and you will be surprised at how easy this recipe is. Okay, we're gonna start off with an onion and we're gonna saute that in just a little bit of butter until it's just a little bit golden. And then I have cauliflower, and this cauliflower is just frozen from, I don't even know where I got it, Walmart. You can use fresh cauliflower for this recipe too. You'll just want to wash and then cut up 1 head of cauliflower. This is a little bit of heavy cream to give it that nice rich creaminess. And then this is some chicken broth and about 4 cups. You can also use vegetable broth if you want to keep this a vegetarian meal. And then a little bit of salt and pepper. And I like to throw in just a little bit of fresh thyme if I have some on hand, but this soup recipe is good with or without fresh thyme. Okay, so to get started, I'm just going to cut up this onion and then peel off the outer layer. Just like that. This doesn't have to be finely chopped because we are using the immersion blender, or you can use a regular blender to blend up all of the little chunks of onions. So just coarsely chopped is fine. Okay, and then to start, we're just gonna put in a little bit of butter, and then we're going to put in our chopped onion. Now we can just stir that up until it's golden brown, or lightly golden brown. Probably take 3 to 5 minutes here. All right, the onions are just a little golden. That's right where we want them. And now I'm going to add my 2 bags of cauliflower, and these are each about 12 ounces, so if you have 20 to 24 ounces, that'll be just right. Or 1 big head of cauliflower. And then pour in our chicken stock. Okay, now we're just gonna let that simmer for about 15 minutes until the broccoli is nice and tender. All right, this has been cooking for about 15 minutes and it's just been boiling here in the broth. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my immersion blender here, and if you don't have one of these, you can just put it in a regular blender, that's fine, and then transfer it back, but this makes it super simple. Okay, so that is already pretty thick. Sometimes depending on the water content in your cauliflower, and if it's fresh versus frozen, your soup might be just a little bit runny and you want to thicken it. First I'm going to add about 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt and then about 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. Just mix that in. And if you have some fresh thyme leaves, mince them really finely and toss those in. Now just do a little bit of a taste test, and if it needs a little bit more flavor, you can add a little bit more broth. It might need a little bit more salt and pepper. All right, and then to give it that nice, rich, creamy flavor, I have about 1/2 cup of heavy cream. I'm just gonna pour it in there and then mix it up. And if I was to thicken this, which I actually don't think I need to thicken it this time, but I did last time, so my cauliflower was just a little bit different last time. So I would get a bowl of water with 2 tablespoons of cold water. Add that to the bowl and then get 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and mix that until there are no clumps and it's really smooth. And then I would just pour my cornstarch mixture in here and boil it again for another probably minute, and it will thicken up your soup. All right guys, here is my creamy and delicious cauliflower soup. It's made with just a few ingredients and it's so healthy and so creamy and rich and the ultimate comfort food. Your family's gonna love this. We like to serve this soup with a little bit of extra shredded cheese, and then we also like to use a little bit of bacon bits and some green onions, or maybe a little bit of parsley. This soup is a classic and a staple at our house, and I hope you guys love it too. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode at the Carefree Kitchen. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye! This cauliflower soup is a total comfort food. It's the perfect soup to make for dinner any night, or to make extra and have for lunch the next day.